Hi, how are you doing? My name is Diamond Carbonado. I tried to do this live and it cut off. And it seems like when the truth is to be told and be bold, there's always something to interfere with the truth. So I'm going to just jump right to it. Maybe this is great. It saves me some time. First of all, I've never been on YouTube. If I went maybe once on one channel, but it was like what 2 seconds because I was looking at the camera trying to get way back. I said I wanted to do a YouTube channel, and I was checking the camera. That's it. I've never been on here before a day in my life. So welcome to my world. I want to jump right on in and speak on what has moved me to speak because I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother, and I've been married twice. I have a very keen sense and intuition, as you, if you will, intuition, so that I can pick up certain things that people not focusing miss. When I saw, I'm I'm not the type of person who goes through YouTube patronizing the gossip channels or those that's talking about the celebrities and what they're doing and what not they're doing. That's not what I do. But one day I was scrolling through on downtime and saw Tasha K doing an interview where the woman was contemplating suicide. And at that moment, because I was looking at a few of the ladies and I was very proud of, the women I see, or either on social media or in some sort of status where they are contributing to the wellness of Black people. So I came across that and I posted her on my Facebook page, including her in the honor of Black women that I was seeing that night and posting. Right after I made that post, maybe the next day, or no, it couldn't have been the next day, but next time I ran into her, she was doing an interview with Jaguar Wright. I don't know Tasha. I don't know Jaguar. They don't know me. I don't frequent those type of platforms. So, mine is basically on history, truth, Black power, those type of things. I don't do the drama on here. Excuse me. So the second excuse me. So the second thing I saw from Tasha K, like I really watched it, was Jaguar Wright. And my first thought was, oh wow, why did I post her in the ceremony of Black women I thought honorable? Because I could tell that she wasn't being honest in her where she tried to smile and laugh and kiki like she was being friendly. That's what it is. Like she was coming off as a friend to her, trying to get the scoop. Very condescending. I was like, why would she be handling her like that? And then when I was hearing, Jaguar and some things she was saying about being molested and such, I thought Tasha K was very rude. And then there they go, blowing up in the YouTube, whatever, blowing up. Everybody talk. Tasha K say this, Jaguars. I was like, what the heck is going on? People are very motivated by profit and attention. Those are the two motivating factors behind why you see people do what they do. That seems just a little out there. Whether you're 40, twerking, whether you're 40 and you're a male in a dress, whether you're scamming the people, whether you're black and you're scamming the people, that's the motivation, profit and attention. So what I heard was after that interview with Jaguar, Wright, they were saying Tasha lost subscribe. Look, I don't know how many subscribers and viewers that girl has. I don't watch that like that. But apparently she was losing subscribers. I heard her say people was in her chat, in her comments, saying the first thing that came to my mind, condescending she is. And she verified that that's what others were saying in her comments about her. When it comes to sexual assault, I'm not going to play with you. I'm going to jump on here. And whoever want to, I don't have any viewers. I guess people come on here like me with no viewers, unless you already got people set up. See me at 8 o'clock, be on here and subscribe. I don't know. I saw plenty of tutorials how to make this where, I get viewers or people see it, or, be in the search engine. Whether you see it or you don't see it, it's going to be here, though, for the end of time. Somebody on accident going to see. That's not my mission. But what is my mission? It's children. And you guys are getting way out of order. I don't care if her son is 18. If that's my son, Tasha K, you be on your ass. And I mean that literally. Now, let's not get it twisted. Because I hear Jaguar with, back and forth sometimes, maybe making some kind of threats. No, I'm going to do it. That I want you to understand. That's what I want her to understand. That this ain't that. That was the most disgusting thing right there. And it is clear. I'm going to have to listen to that interview with her son one more time. But when Jaguar, when that's not appropriate either, in front of her son, the way she things was handled. But I'm going to get into that too. Because, we all have the ability to have had so much pressure put upon us that any of us can break. You don't see that? You don't see all these celebrities breaking. You got Puff Daddy running around here trying to stick his penis in the guys. Come on, man. You don't think that's putting pressure on those guys that's bending over, letting him stick it in there? I wonder what's that doing to their psychological, that they had to sell themselves for the fame and the attention and the money, the profit, profit and attention. So when you go through things as a child, if adults can't handle it, what do you think that does to a child? So I had to rewind because I saw Tasha doing the interview with Jaguar's cousin, and who was the lady? Cousin and somebody? Niece and cousin? What I pay attention to is not the words, and I want you guys to wake up. If you want to know the truth, it be in your face. And sometimes it's not the words, it's the expression. You know how white people can smile in your face, but it's something in that expression that lets you know what's behind that smile. That's what you people miss. You followers. That's why they can lead you anywhere they want to lead you, because you're following with your head down and not your eyes open, ears open. So when Tasha was doing that interview with the woman on the couch, the woman and the younger woman next to her, the older woman, I could see in her expression at first, it was fluent. There was no adjustment in her face. It was just fluent articulation. You could see that she was well educated, spoken, if anything, well spoken. She said she was had achieved, I guess, whatever she wanted to achieve in life and was comfortable with it. But at some point, when it got to be speaking about Aunt Frances, this changed. And sometimes you got to see it. It's a lip going on, or just a little let you know this is pure animosity. This is pure payback. So I listened to Tasha when she said, "Oh, flippant." So Jaguar said, she was raped at what, 9, 13, 14, 15, right? I remember. Did I say that already? Have I spoken this? Because the last live cut off on me, so I don't know. But let me back up. If I didn't say it, and I apologize if I have to repeat. I was saying in the last live that I'm not a uh, platform watcher, so I've never been on YouTube. I go for information, and the information I'm looking for is not on these blogs like Tasha K and all these other ones. I don't do that. But I came across her one day. She gave an interview with the girl that was contemplating suicide. I put her in the go black woman. You're admirable for your compassion and your empathy, and I'm proud of you. And I was mentioning her along with other black women. And then I saw her with Tasha K and was like, oh my God, why did I post that about Tasha? Because I immediately saw the uh, condescension, the almost just shut up. Oh, I don't even know how to express it. Her flippancy about everything. Her wanting to make, but Jaguar could catch it. So that's how I knew she wasn't stupid. I like, because she checked her. Oh, she checked her when she was trying to play her on the mental. You need to back up now. She could see it. So in that interview, I thought I heard Jaguar say she was young when she was sexually assaulted, younger than 9 years old. So I just went back and I heard it, and she was 4. So my question to you guys is, how do you think the rich and famous deals with incest in their family, daddy sleeping with daughter, little baby, fondling sexual perverts that many are? How do you think those rich and famous deal with that? Have you ever seen any of them come out there and say, hey, girl, they be on, maybe Wendy Williams is interviewing somebody white, or whoever the white shows are. Maybe they come on there. Be like, hey, how you doing? We haven't seen you in a while. And they be like, oh yeah, I just been having sex with my daughter, and it's just been having. Oh, my wife is off with the son and she's breaking him in as a man. He's 13 today. Do you hear them saying that? So that means there's a cover up. So they step up in celebrity correctness, political correctness, family unit correctness. They're not going to tell you at nighttime daddy's climbing in little girl's bed, or Uncle Bobby or friend Justin came over and got a little sample in the bathroom, or I shouldn't even say it's so mildly sample. Then touched the little girl, then peeked around the corner and touched the little girl while she in the bathroom. You think they get out here and admit that? You think you know? Let me explain something to you, people that's missing the beats. Jaguar was 4. So Tasha K, when you say it, when you spit it from where she said. She said 4. You skipped that. I know. The effect of children being molested. I was never molested by a daddy, a uncle, a cousin, a mother, a father, because bitch, they be dead. I have been raped twice. That did not carry over in my life, thank God. It didn't disturb me. I just closed the box, locked it, and lived life. But a child handles things differently, especially when they don't have anyone that's protecting nor believing. So you're 4. And mommy didn't do nothing. Daddy didn't do nothing. Uncle didn't do nothing. Auntie didn't do nothing. It was just a family thing, she said. Everybody was getting it. You think that don't happen? You think her family gonna get on here and say anything to make her look good? She just exposed the family. you know, as Black people, how thirsty are you for the drama, though? Let's talk about you for a moment. What kind of person gets there, rocks, or makes their day to watch a woman ask an 18-year-old? So, I know it's not true or anything, but, your mom said you were molested, and your mom said you're autistic, and your mom said, what kind of people finds that amusing? When the woman says, you know, all right, so you watched the interview. You didn't unsubscribe? Why? You want more? You want more? How many other little kids in that family? Any more little kids? Do Tasha K want to go in there and ask every little kid? Maybe some of the, I think Jaguar said there was quite a few girls maybe getting touched. You want to go ask their kids, are they being touched? I mean, you just want to run through the whole family. Let me tell you something, Tasha. If that was me, you'd be dead. I'm going to promise you that dead. I'm going to promise you. I'm going to promise you. I'm going to ride up on you if that was me. I just, I just can't. I just can't. What I said in the opening of the last video is that this needs to stop before somebody gets hurt, because I see Jaguar has been hurt and broken. Whenever you want to get to know me and know just how close I understand the situation, holla at me. Until then, shut up and listen. I can see Tasha K, I think, has a good relationship with her mother that maybe helped her through the molestation uh, trauma in her life. I don't know. I'm asking. Someone was there to help her. It's apparent nobody was there to help Jaguar. So maybe when she had kids, maybe she didn't know how to give what she never had. That's not an excuse. That is just a reality. Maybe she wasn't the upstanding because no one took her and said, I got you. Let's go get them. 4 years old. I'm going to tell you why that was important to me. Because I saw the video that Jaguar did of her going to her son or her ex-mother-in-law house with her son. And Samuel Odom said what it was when her son wanted to go to Texas and see his mother. Well, you go, I'm not going to support you. He admitted that. I'm not going to support you if you don't, if you get there. Oh, what kind of dad is that? That was okay. To withdraw support. So basically, if your mom is a crazy whatever happens to you, you wanted to go. That's what it sounded like to me. Jaguar's behavior when going to see her son. She said, "Get your hands off me. Get your hands off of me. Police, 911, 911." And I want to cry because it seems like that she said that before. Maybe at 4, you think. At 9, you think. When you're raised in a house that's allowing sexual assault on you as a child, 4, I can only imagine. I can see Jack, and let me say this as well, and it's probably not even relevant, but I want to say it anyway, just to let you know why what's moved me to speak. So I'm about the children, for real. I'm completely 100% heterosexual. You can't even play with me about doing some gay. Don't play with me. I've never been with a woman. I don't want to be with a woman. I think the act itself is disgusting. And I'm a freaking prude. So let's be clear. As well as that, knowing Jaguar's admission that, she likes women, been with women, those type of situations, I bypass. I don't even stop to be over there fiddling around with what's going on in a homosexual environment. So for me to take the time out, my time, to address this, then that means something's going on here. And I want you to cut it the fuck out. You way out of order, Tasha K. Way out of order. That could not have been my son. You can do what you want to do. This is not my son. I would tell Jaguar, back up or do her. If all you say is true, she need to be dealt with. So let's go back to this scenario. How many of you can tell me how many families get on their interviews or get on television when they're winning an award to say, I want to thank my fans. I want to thank my family and my daughter Chrissy. And last night with you was just, who have you ever seen steps out as a family and say, yeah, we all fucking the kids? So when you expose it or expose things, what happened to people that exposes truth? Malcolm X, murdered. Marilyn Monroe, murdered. I don't know those people's name that was exposing the deep state. That's some serious shit when you start exposing that sick pedophilic ring. And some that may not be participants of it, you're going to tarnish their good, upstanding reputation. Because what did the sister or cousin say? She said Jaguar wasn't raised in no slums. They were above middle class, living like white people. Is that not what she said? So how you think them white people gonna think about these blacks that they done let in the neighborhood? One, you didn't let them come over there and get none. Two, you're gonna bring the neighborhood down. So it's shh, 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 shh. That's what I saw. Maybe the young girl on the couch, maybe, maybe she didn't know. Maybe she honestly don't know. She said that Jaguar said when the girl was 7 and Jaguar was intoxicated, she said, your father raped me. And they say when you're drunk, the truth comes out, doesn't it? Isn't that what they say? Kids, let's say 4, just don't even know what rape and sexual assault is by definition, or probably by hearing it. Probably never heard it before. So how would they know to communicate to you, an adult, that is something wrong? Act out, right? Act out, right? They said she's been a problem child. Nobody was listening. Nobody believed her. What do you think? Tasha K said, well, we know, but we know, just for the record, Jaguar said that, this person was schizo, this person was schizo. And is there any record of that? Is that true? The woman was like, here's a kickback. She was like, there's no documentation. Just because there's no documentation, sweet tea, the cover up. Wasn't the mother a school teacher? Think she's gonna be running around talking about I'm schizo, I'm off my rocker, my child is getting abused, and I'm not saying shit? Because I don't know what y'all heard, but whatever that was that Jaguar said I recorded my mom, or I listened to. And she really, to me, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but fuck her. If you don't protect your child, fuck you. Period. She sounded like an old drunk ready to go get a shot of something. She just didn't even sound professional or educated. She didn't even sound educated. Her words didn't even come out fluently. She sounded like she was ready to get a shot of a whiskey and sit down and watch Jerry Springer. That's what her voice sounded like to me. So if Jaguar, and that was the situation, and her mother did not protect her, her mother might not deserve no respect. Because people, there's boundaries. And I don't care who you are, mother, father, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, priest, God. There are boundaries that you can't cross. And when you do, you lose any rights you had to get my respect or give a freak about you. So all this, you bully, you bully, you bully. She's got a strong voice. First of all, she doesn't have a timid voice. Hey, mommy. Yeah, how's Sabbath? Happy Sabbath, mommy. She doesn't talk like that. I'm all too familiar closely with children that's been sexually abused as children. And I've seen the effect of that abuse, and it's called acting out. So, as Tasha K said, so we just want to put on the record. So nobody has schizophrenic. And then the older one, here she goes. It's her shot. Well, no. There's no documentation or anything. But you know who does have documentation? Tasha. Jaguar. There's documentation. She's been to psychiatrists and counseling. You think she's been abused sexually since the age of 4. You think she didn't been to a counselor? Thank God. You think she didn't see the psychiatrist? All that acting out, I bet she did. I can imagine, I can see a child screaming, and the people got to come with the straight jacket and all that mess they do instead of getting to the root. Storm, you so obvious and you so slimy, it ain't even funny. Because neither one of you or Tasha proved to be anything more than what you're accusing Jaguar of being. You're vindictive, and bitch, ain't your platform large enough that you ain't got to keep trying to reel in people to mess with this woman? So you bring on young Muhammad because you think he just gonna give you the whole run. He gonna back up all you and Tasha K. Yeah, she a liar. She lied about Carmen. She lied. She's a liar. She's a liar. You know what he said? She's a hoe. Tasha K know about being a hoe. She said she was promiscuous after her molestation. So I guess that wasn't much ammo, was it? Because Tasha K been a hoe. As has many children raped, molested. They become uh, promiscuous and loose. Can't get no love. That I don't know. All I'm saying that's an effect. So that wasn't ammo enough for your storm. So y'all think y'all real slick. I see you though. And ain't you gay? Shut up, nigga. I don't like that. I care about the kids, nigga. And I'm not gonna sit idly by and watch y'all put her son up there asking him the most. Damn, Tasha, your man ain't got no job, nigga. You got to do all this to make a check? What are you doing? Damn. Did you pay for him? Tasha, I'm serious, girl. I ain't got no respect for you. I'm serious. Because with your uh, uh, intelligence, see, comes some wisdom and maturity. It should. It does not. I can see your vindictiveness and you aiming for that girl. Why? Because your audience didn't like you and how you interview her. You lost your viewers because of your insensitivity. Did your African husband beat your ass and say, get your ass out there and get more check money, B? Is that what put you in overdrive to go after that girl? So, with the mentioning that Jaguar was in counseling and in psychiatry, a psychiatrist, seeing psychiatrist, thank God. Maybe that's why you're not dead. And I don't mean it. I'm just saying, you might want to thank somebody. When you're a woman out here and you're left alone to fend for yourself, and then she has an amazing talent. If she come back on y'all ass, I'm praying she does, actually, because I do root for the underdog. Y'all black, some of you get up there, boy. Y'all ain't never had a red apple in your life. You get a red apple, bitch. You gonna spit on everybody. Make sure you keep that apple. Bad analogy, but you get the picture. Disgusting is what y'all becoming out here. Vultures. Vultures for profit and attention. You got a man? He didn't tell you to shut up. He didn't tell you that wasn't cool. He ain't got enough. He ain't making no money. That y'all can just pack up, girl, and go on and live life, you and hubby. Why you got to be up here trying to destroy people? See, if I come for you, it's going to be real personal. If I come for you, it's personal, not business. All this you're doing, Tasha, is for business, profit, attention, and trying to hold on to your facade of being a qualified anchor woman, journalist / YouTuber, nothing. When you start interviewing people with disabilities, slight or not, when you start going to people's kids, because, right? He didn't know what his mommy said. It just had to be you to tell him, huh? Huh? Girl, if that was my son, girl, I'll wipe the streets up with your behind, girl, and go to jail. You better check this record for sure. Somebody will tell you, though, I'm sure. To Jaguar, honey, I would say this. I know that you've been hurt. I know things has happened. Now is the time to separate from the devil. If you can sue whatever you said you was going to do, honey, just do it. Because I understand about being in a situation and, sharing your journey, with people. But this is really not that type of journey. As you make progress in your journey to, get justice for things you speaking of, defamation or whatever the case may be. Honey, for real, you know, if y'all really wanted to, get all y'all attention and profit and the views all the way up, you could really just take it to the street. And I beat that like, but didn't Tasha say she not about that? So she about that. But she ain't about that. I think she probably need to stop then messing with people kids. If you ain't about that, you got a lot of nerve. Girl. Girl. Ooh, girl. Mm. See, I got a little experience with having a mother doing an unthinkable act. And that's where I wasn't on social media at that time, and still any action I may have done, it would I wouldn't have never thought to let me turn on my camera. I understand disappointment in a mother. I do. And let me say something else, because as Jaguar was, I forget where who she was talking to, whatever, but she was telling someone that, oh, she was talking about her husband, Sam. And she was saying, yeah, remember that, Sam, when you was on your knees begging, for me not to leave you. Don't leave me here. That's when I was like, God, we got so much so I know it's some truth in all of this. It's possible. My second husband did that. He was like a flunky or whatever he was to his family. I wasn't in love with him. I felt sorry for him. I married him. Sorry. But when, he got putting the hands on and I was going to leave, I was at his mother house at that point. Called my peeps. They rode in like the mafia. They didn't ask no questions. Where the stuff at, cuz? Came to get my stuff. Dude dropped to his knees, crying. Don't leave me here. The exact same thing she said. And I couldn't even believe it. Trying to think what other situation was similar. Other than the fact, let me tell you this, while y'all talking about disrespecting the mothers, let me tell you something. I think I said it already. There's boundaries. And once you cross that boundary, I don't care if you're a mother, I don't care who you are. I can take anything a person dish out, but don't fuck with my kids. Period. And to know my mother had a hand in some things or the thing. No, we're not talking about sexual assault and shit like that. And whenever, if anybody wants to know, we can put my story out there. But right now we're talking about that. But I am talking. If she was not my mother, I would have killed her. And I told her that. Was I being disrespectful? Her move cost my children everything and me. One false move. My children are still suffering and they're adults. 30, 30, 29. From one false move from that woman. God forbid my mother would have done anything to my children. Physically, sexually, she'd be dead. And there are still those. This has caused an effect in my children that still so there's boundaries, people. And with a child is in that situation and their mother, they see their mother. Do you know how many? Is it true? Is it true? Tell you how true it is. The same ex-husband I said, God on my, don't leave me here. His mother had a boyfriend that molested his sister. The sister told me this because she didn't believe. You guys think that shit don't happen? So I'm wondering, and that girl is still always, of course she's grown with kids, but I'm just saying. She used to always be at her mom's. We used to always be there. What moved her to tell me that? I don't know. Maybe she was calling out too. Maybe that's why my husband reached out to me. Please, please wanted me to, I'm talking about not that time begging because he wanted me to marry him. He coming from a dark hole and so much pain. And I don't think people cry out. There's certain things you can't really adjust back in the same normal way before you was messed up, messed with. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just can't recover back to the full of who you were before then get up off her platform and leave her alone. Why did you want to go interview her in the first place? Oh, because she was talking about things in the industry that she went through. So she got to go through this through childhood. She got to go through this to teenhood. She got to go through this through motherhood. And she done got on and now she got to tell us so other people want to abuse her and use her for that too. Right? All the time finding her way all alone with no one there to guide her, hold her hand, say, I got you, and mean it. No protection. She had to protect herself. the best way she knew how. And young Muhammad suck a dick. You guys get on here for a show at other people's expense. I see bitches that sit up here more want to protest because you say their nose is fake. They get on here and protest when you say you been a thought in front of your kids. You don't care nothing about your daughter being raised in that. You don't care about bringing home a man 3 months you ain't even known and bam, boom, boom. Oh, they don't protest that. Talk about that nose, though. That's that profit and attention. You guys are disgusting as Black people. I want you to understand that. Disgusting. So I'm going to say this in closing so I can get up off of here. I was trying to figure out, was there any other point I wanted to, I'm not sure if it was on this live or the one that got cut off when I was saying that I listened to Jaguar when she had the recording of her mother. And I did say that, didn't I? Sound like she wanted to get a drink of whiskey. Didn't sound like no educated woman there. And a woman being educated in the schools, that's just so disgusting. Be in the school system with children. Were they adult children, kindergarten, high school? Who was she dealing with? Could you imagine how Jaguar might have felt? Mommy going to school, teaching the kids. God knows what kind of rapport she exuded with other children. Becky, you okay today, honey? You didn't look like you felt good in school today. Is there anything I could do? Let me help you. Can you imagine a child sexually assaulted at 4, 9, 13, 14, like you say, Tasha, and watching mom interact with other children? What was their rapport? Did mom seem protective of those children? That could do a lot to a child. May not have the kindest words for mom, being that mom might just be a hypocritical bee, a phony bee. Watching your mother acting like she's just the greatest gift to students. All up there fanning around in front of the white people. How you doing, Tom? Oh, yes, we good over here. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Trying to keep up that image at any cost. Was Tom and their family over there screwing their kids? Is that what happened? What's her mama name? I don't have no respect for you. If that be the case, I have nothing for you. I don't care about you. I hope she take your whole check. The whole check. I wouldn't leave you $20. I say F you. And it's hard, people. It's hard. I will admit. Sometimes some parts of you just says, that's my mother. And regardless of what she did, that's my mother. That's what saved my mother's life because she's my mother. Because she was right there in my face where I could have took her and strangled the life out of her. Where other people that I would like to, I don't know where they are. Regarding my children. So, as children, we still say, okay, especially when your mom gets up there or whatever, you say, that's my mom. But at some point, when you are in, and see, here's how we're similar again. It seemed as if her mother took some little condescending herself. Oh, they did. Oh well, ain't nothing I can do. That's them. That's them. That sounds like some shit my mother would say. I don't get involved in all that. That is what she would say actually. And that's just on some normal shit. Look, I don't want to talk about. That's her. Only after being the manipulator of all her conduct, and then when she get caught on, I understand that perfectly. So guys, before beating up, because you're saying, she said, yeah, the way you talk to your mother, honey, put yourself in a person's shoes. Just imagine the situation. Listen, we're not going to say true, false, nothing. Just imagine, though. Just act as if it is all true. With the situation I just said, mom didn't protect her. She keeps saying that. Don't she? Don't she keep saying that? When have you stood up for me, mom? When have you ever stood up for me, mom? There's something there, people. That and the get your hands off me. Get your hands off me. I'm calling 911. I'm calling 911. She's reliving some shit. And I want you guys to leave her alone. Is what I want you to do. I don't think she's handling this well. Tasha K up there just think it's a joke. That's what's killing me. She's treating it like all a joke. And she's mad because at first you guys saw the real Tasha K. And when you left, she started asking questions. She got an ex-husband, Sam. Hey, I know if he's ex, it's always some bad news with ex. What's up? Oh, kidnapped kid. I'm going to spin this one. Storm. You could see the thirst in him. He was trying to lead young Muhammad to say shit. He didn't say shit. He said she a hoe. But with Common, so that wasn't true. Young Muhammad said, I didn't say it wasn't true. I just said there was other stuff with it. And then what he said, he never said Jaguar lied. He said, I didn't say it wasn't true. I did not say it was not true. I said there was other things with it. And the reason I said that, young Muhammad, because you still calling women hoes and bitches. Grow up, okay? Really. Again, I want a man insensitive. You didn't know the woman's story, where she was coming from, and you guys just, glad to know you didn't take advantage of it. Okay. What else? Storm wanted, because apparently Jaguar had made statements about Erykah Badu. Here goes Storm leading. Well, her name. Well, she said some things about Erykah, and I know that you were in her camp. So, she really tried to make her seem like she was really this, bad person. So, you tell us the good person. Like, you tell us, confirm the good person that we think Erykah is, so we can Slam another one on Jaguar. You didn't get that. And young Muhammad was in her camp. Erica Bardell. He said, I don't know about saying nothing good. Um, she was in the hood. She was sexy. Gangster. I say she was gangster. He said nothing about she was good. So when I guess he couldn't get the smackdown, he was hoping that young Muhammad was gonna put to debunk. Thank you, YouTube, for that word, or social media. To debunk Jaguar. All of a sudden, his young Muhammad's screen froze. And here goes Storm. Oh, y'all crazy in these comments. Boy, y'all going out for it. Because, of course, the commenters was talking against his guest. See, bitch, you're not going to get... Look, bitch. Yeah, but let me just stop. I apologize, YouTube and everybody else, for using bad language. But this stuff is just really has to... It's going to have to be a stop. This is Truth is Bold. Diamond drop, and I'm going to drop it hot. Oh no, this is not the one. This is Truth is Bold, and this is where the truth is told. I have another one, Diamond Drop, and that's the artist page. See, I'm going in I'm looking for the diamonds in the rough, and it seems I'm not going to say the one name. I'm going to attach to a project, because I know you guys be doing some other stuff, stealing people's little stuff. Cut it out. Cut it out. It is good versus evil over here. We as a people have gone through too much to have our children, our character, our integrity challenged by somebody that got a man and he got her on YouTube looking like a big mouth, nothing to say but somebody else's business winch. That really shows y'all stupid. Y'all some dumb girls. I promise you. I promise you. Work for that man, girl. Twerk that dollar. Pay for your man. That's what y'all doing. And I won't do that either. Oh, you'll probably call me broke, but that's good. My second husband will tell you I wouldn't have gave him $1. I no give him no dollar. No, no, no. Coming there faking about what you gonna do. Begging me to marry you out of marriage. You better go on out there, boy. Excuse me for that interjection. So keep paying for your men. You're paying them to back you up looking stupid. And really, really, no, all jokes aside, somebody's going to seriously get hurt. I promise you. If I've ever dragged anybody, and it's only like a couple, it was very personal. Like I had a conversation with you personal. Like something that came up missing in mine personal. And because they get ghosts like most people do that cross me, ghost, I had to come here to try to flush them out. So it started. All right, that's it. I want you guys to Seriously, consider the other person. If you're interviewing someone and you believe they're lying, you got your interview. Keep it moving. Go find somebody that's going to give you some truth. But if you, as the interviewer and host, turn off your viewers, it's not the person you're interviewing fault. It's yours on how you handled the interview. So you're looking real thirsty and want to prove yourself. And in that phone call that Jaguar said she recorded of her mother, she said they were raw. Right in this timing of her saying, they saying, I take your money, I'm taking your money, I'm taking your money. She and I forget what she said, and she's like, they're wrong. I don't buy all that, any of it, bullying, all that. I think her mama know what she doing. I think she went up there, like I said, to the cabinet to pour her another drink, and she was trying to watch Jerry Springer. That's what her mother sounded like. So to go from such a school teacher to that factor, she might be having a screw or two loose. Okay? And your screws is really loose. If you're staying with your child and your child is telling you something happened and you ain't kicked everybody ass in the house who she's accusing. So that's it. This is Truth Be Bold. I'm Diamond Carbonado, and the truth will be told. All right, now let me stop. Yeah. I will have another title or subject coming up. I didn't even finish I'm editing the description because this is going to be a table for conversation. That you can believe. And the focus, like I said, is the children, our future, our safety, our survival, and our growth. So here's a growing tip: grow up. I know you might lose your little platforms. Maybe you might want to I mean, look, I was about to say, maybe you want to buy a husband, as you have, but maybe you want to get a husband that can bring home the bacon so you can fry it up in the pan and don't have to be on YouTube trying to destroy everybody for ratings. Jaguar honey, I never heard you before, but when all of this started, and I heard what is it, song cry? I was like, oh, I remember that song. I used to love that song. So that was you. Okay, it's my first introduction. And then when I saw more of your videos, I was like, wow, she just really has a nice voice. You was bad. You was bad. I know sometimes in the industry that when an artist is of a special blend, they don't so much like that. They want to control it. It's like they want to narrate how it's gonna go. You know what I mean? I can't really explain it because I'm not an artist, but I am into music and I do have a keen ear. And if I were to be wrong on everything I've said today, oh well, I ain't gonna be mad. But I know, I feel, I just can't think of nobody that would just get up in here and just start saying for the hell of it And I think what her thing was, it didn't even start with her personal. She was just talking about the music industry, little things she knew. You guys came to her, I think, because she was what, getting the ratings? So if you get more than the ratings for talking that shit, bringing her son on and all her family members, you know, I ain't hear love in none of their voices. None of it. I heard anger. Yeah. That's usually what happens when you expose people. I know. Jaguar. Don't even stoop to it. She got her little views. Holler at me. That's what you do. Jaguar, right?